Alright, today we're going to be replacing the rear upper control arms on the 2009 Ford Fusion. There's a new part right there. About to loosen this wheel and put the car on jack stands, and then we'll be back. Alright, so we got the car supported on jack stand. This is the part we're going to be replacing right here. I don't know if you can see it, but that bushing is wore out. Barely any rubber left on it. That's why we're replacing these. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is support this lower control arm. Just take a little bit of pressure off of it so we can undo this bolt right here. And you got to be careful when you do this because there's some pressure built up here and this might pop off a little bit. But let's see how it goes. Alright, so we're going to take this bolt off now. It's a 15 millimeter. The nut side is welded to this bracket, so you don't got to worry about holding that. Now that it's loose, yeah. Alright, the next thing that's got to come off is going to be this lower shock mount, and it's that bolt right there. It's an 18 millimeter. We'll get that off for you off camera. Alright, we got that lower shock bolt removed. I was able to move this shock a little bit to make way for my wrench to get at this bolt. And now it's loose. I'm gonna finger loosen it the rest of the way out of there. Alright, we got this out of there. This is the old part. I don't know if you can see the rubber, and that bushing is all wore away on both ends. We're getting some clunking when we hit bumps and some squeaking. Pretty sure this was our issue. Alright, we got the new part mounted in the top. I was able to get that bolt out and back in using just a box end gear wrench, 15 millimeter. Don't let the movie magic fool you. It was a bitch to get off there and back in, especially when you got fat little sausage fingers like I do. But we got her done. Alright, the next step, we're putting the lower shock mount back on. And then this nut on the back side of this has a little tab that holds itself, so you don't have to worry about holding that. Alright, the new part is installed. We just recently got new shocks on there too, so that's why that looks shiny and new, and everything else in here is all dirty and old. Now we're just going to get the car off the jack stand, put the wheel back on, and we're going to switch it around and do the other side. One thing I always like to do is when I take the wheel off, I put it underneath the car, so if anything was to happen, nobody's really trapped under there. It'll just, the car will fall and rest on the tire, on the wheel. It's a little something I learned along the way. So we got the other side off, got the control arm off already. We're taking a look at it. It's a little worse than the other side was. You can see where we're banging metal on metal right here. And oh yeah, we're metal on metal right here too, all the way around there. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen, but here we are. Yeah. Alright, so this side was a little more of a pain. I had to use this little ratchet strap trick to hold this up for me while I started that bolt up there without totally disconnecting the shock and pulling the whole shock off there. That's kind of the only way I could figure out to do it. But we got it started, and I'm gonna tighten it up and see where we go. Alright, we got the other side back on. New part is in. Everything went together pretty smoothly for us. The ratchet strap trick worked for us. I don't know how official that trick was, but worked for us. Now next thing we gotta do is put the wheel back on, lower the car off the jack stands, and torque the lug nuts. Take it for a test drive. See how it works. See if we got any more squeaks and clunks. Hopefully not. Alright, we're all back together. Everything went on good. Pay no attention to my dirty ass wheels.